Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is Lap Guide for Suzuka Circuit with the MOTUL AUTECH GTR. Let's get this started. You're going to use the path that is on the left as your turn-in point. Just as you start to turn in, you want to start to control your braking. You want to slow down just enough so you can make use of the whole width of the track while you're still able to turn, obviously. So as you're about to complete this second part of the turn right around here, you can start to gradually accelerate your way out of this turn. Then for the S's, it is all about throttle control. Just ease off the throttle as necessary to make it through these turns, except for this right turn where you want to use some of your braking power to stick to the right side of the track. Then ease off the throttle for this turn. You want to take your time slowly accelerating out of this turn so you don't go too wide and end up on the gravel. Now bring yourself to the left and brake just as you reach the 50 meter mark. You'll use a very quick burst of braking, take advantage of the apex, accelerate, then brake before the curb on the left ends. So you'll be braking hard for a short moment, quickly ease off of the brakes, then slowly start to accelerate. Do not get too much on the green area on the left. Now just as a curb on the right ends, you want to brake hard for a while, gently ease off of the brakes as you start to turn in. You can let the car cruise for just a moment, so no braking, no acceleration, so the car can rotate a little bit faster. Get the car pointing where you want to go and quickly accelerate your way out. Now go ahead, bring yourself to the right side of the track, look for this path that is on the right, and you'll be using that as your braking point. Brake hard for a very short moment, quickly ease off of the brakes, then bring yourself to the right and brake well before the curb on the right ends. Control your braking to bring yourself all the way to the inside of the track over here, and once this curb on the left is about to end, you want to carefully accelerate your way out. Do not get on the green area on the right. When you reach the 50 meter board on the right, you want to turn in, going at full throttle. Then bring yourself to the left, and in between the 150 and the 100 meter mark, you want to start to brake. Brake hard for a while, take advantage of the apexes as you slowly accelerate your way out. And if you have a good time, stick to the right side of the track. If not, stick to the left side of the track, build up some speed, and start your next lap. For this race, it is going to be an easy one-stop race, so you only have racing medium tires to work with. The tire wear rate is at ×8, so you're going to need to pit at some point so you can get a new set of racing medium tires. So that time when you want to pit is at around laps 5 or 6. When you're doing your first lap, or when you're on your new set of tires, you just want to be a little careful as the tires start to warm up. So for the first half of the lap, your tires are going to be a little cold, so just make sure that you don't push them too hard, as you won't have all the grip just yet. Fuel rate is a ×2, so you don't have to worry about that. But one thing that you do have to think a little bit more about, especially for this race, is the dirty air. So when you are behind someone, you're not going to have all the downforce, so your car is going to be able to accelerate a little bit faster. But at the same time, when you go through some of these corners, you're not going to have all the downforce that you need to go through those corners at your usual rate of speed. Because of that, your car is going to be a little more understeery, so your car is going to struggle to get through some of these corners at the same speed that you would normally go through if there is no one ahead of you. So your car gets a bit more understeery. You try to turn in more so you can make it to the turn. You slow down a little bit more, and it's going to be a nasty chain of events that can potentially bring you out of the 1.5 second gap between yourself and the car ahead of you. So that is something that you do want to be careful of. And if you end up in the dirty air for a long period of time, and by that I mean a couple of laps, you're going to notice that your car's tires will wear out a little bit faster. So because of that, you might need to end up pitting as early as lap 5. But if you are not under the dirty air, you can pretty much pit as late as lap 6. That way you can have a new set of racing medium tires and continue going all out. And it's going to be a better idea to go with the one stop since it is really faster here, especially with the group 2 cars. You pretty much go in, spend about 5 seconds getting the tires changed, and you're back out almost right away. It is possible to no stop this race, but I highly don't suggest it as the car will react negatively towards the worn tires. The car will become a lot more understeery, especially if it ends up under someone's dirty air, and the car will be more likely to spin out when you're exiting some of the lower speed corners like the hairpin. So at the end of the day, go with the one stop. It's pretty straightforward, it's really fast, and you won't have to worry too much about having worn tires. And just be careful when it comes to the dirty air. Just try to be a little more careful when you are under it. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this guide. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. So this is Mr. MCA wishing you a good race, and I'll see you in the next video.